Here's a letter that my wife has just received off the bank. Is it good news or is it bad news? Well, I suppose you can decide yourself, because what this letter actually says is, if I can just show you, okay, just show you here, look. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, we're lowering the interest rate on your savings account, which is fine, you know, they're quite entitled to do that. So is that good news or bad news? Well, in some ways, when the interest rates come down, it's good news for people who've got mortgages, people who have, invested in property. But for savers, it's generally bad news. So what can you do about it? Well, you can do like most people have done over the years and just sit on it and hope and pray that one day the interest rates will go up again, against everybody's wishes or the majority of people's wishes, because when the interest rates do go up, it really does affect the cost of living for people with mortgages. And let's be honest, a lot of people have got mortgages. And the same for investors. When interest rates come down, investors lose out, or do they? So what's the alternative? Well, you can invest in, stocks and shares, but the volatility of what happens with stocks and shares can be quite scary. They can go up, they can come down. So you've got to be quite savvy as to what you invest in to make sure that you can profit from them. Same with crypto. We've seen recently that Bitcoin and other coins have rocketed in price, which is great if you've invested in those type of assets. But they can come down as quickly as they go up, which is why a lot of people who invest in stocks and shares and crypto end up losing a lot of money. So again, what is the answer? Well, they often say that the safest asset you can ever invest in is something that you can actually hold and touch, such as maybe gold, or maybe silver, copper, or property. As we know, property always increases in value over time. But again, there's a lot of scaremongering going on about property and that it's no longer worth investing in. That couldn't be further from the truth. And my take on it is this, is that when people scaremonger, they're doing so to their own advantage. Now, I've seen recently a lot of big commercial banks investing in property like they've never ever done before. And this makes you think, why are they doing that? Probably because they know, like most savvy property investors, that the price of property always increases, and the demand for property globally is at an all-time high, which means when there's demand, there's price increases in its value and of course the rental income that property can create. Now, I'm not saying that investing in property might be right for you or anybody else for that matter, but my take on it is this, is that think carefully, think wisely, and think, what is going to help you, okay, create the lifestyle or maybe a retirement plan that is going to suit your needs. It's not easy, and don't get me wrong, I know lots of people who've invested in stocks and shares and crypto and have made a lot of money. But also, I've seen a lot of people lose money. And the same goes for property. I've seen people invest in property because they just don't know what they're doing. Like anything, education is key. So, yes, if we have a look, we've had this letter, or my wife has anyway, about a savings account. And a lot of people will think, well, yeah, my money is safe. It's in a savings account. Nobody can touch it. It's earning a little bit of interest. But trust me when I say, we've seen in the past where banks have collapsed, financial institutions have collapsed, and people have lost a lot of money. So I suppose you could ask yourself, well, is anything safe these days? It's a difficult one, isn't it? Well, look, I'm going to leave it with you. You decide. But if property is something that you'd like to learn more about, by all means, get in touch. I'm sure I can help you in one way or another. In the description and comment below, I've got some links whereby you can download some free guides to decide whether or not investing in property is for you. If you haven't already done so, please do me a little favor, subscribe to this channel or maybe share it and like it, because I hope that my videos in one way or another can help someone out there. And by you subscribing and supporting, what I do, will give me the motivation and the incentive to continue doing so. Until next time, I'll see you on my next video. Take care.